Sudan was embroiled in two prolonged civil wars during most of the remainder of the 20th century. These conflicts were rooted in northern economic, political, and social domination of largely non-Muslim, non-Arab Southern Sudanese. The first civil war ended in 1972, but another one broke out in 1983. Peace talks gained momentum in 2002 to 2004 with the signing of several accords. The final North-South Comprehensive Peace Agreement or CPA signed in January 2005 granted the Southern rebels autonomy for 6 years followed by a referendum on independence for Southern Sudan. The final disposition of the contested Abia region is also to be decided. Since South Sudan's independence, conflict broke out between the government and the Sudan People's Liberation Movement North in southern Kordofan and Blue Nile states, which has resulted in 1.2 million internally displaced persons or severely affected persons needing humanitarian assistance. Peacekeeping troops have struggled to stabilize the situation and have increasingly become targets for attacks by armed groups. Sudan also has faced refugee influxes from neighboring countries, primarily Ethiopia, Eritrea, Chad, Central African Republic, and South Sudan. Armed conflict, poor transport infrastructure, and government denial of access have impeded the provision of humanitarian assistance to affected populations. Sudan is located in northeastern Africa, bordering the Red Sea between Egypt and Eritrea. Its geographic coordinates is 1500 north, 3000 east, and its map references is Africa. The total area of Sudan is 1,861,484 square kilometers. There are 7 border countries of Sudan: Central African Republic, 174 kilometers, Chad, 1,403 kilometers, Egypt, 1,276 kilometers, Eritrea, 682 kilometers, Ethiopia, 744 kilometers, Libya, 382 kilometers, and South Sudan, which has 2,158 kilometers. The coastline of Sudan is 853 kilometers wide, and its climate is hot and dry. Arid desert, rainy season varies by region, April to November. Its natural resources are petroleum, small reserves of iron ore, copper, chromium ore, zinc, tungsten, mica, silver, gold, and hydropower. The nationality of the people of Sudan is Sudanese. The population of Sudan is 36,108,853 as of July 2015. The capital city is Khartoum, and the Independence Day is January 1, 1956 from Egypt and the UK. Military branches of Sudan are Sudanese Armed Forces or SAF, Land Forces, Navy including Marines, Sudanese Air Force, Sikhak Al-Jawaya As-Sudaniya, Popular Defense Forces 2011. Military service age and obligation is from 18 to 33 years of age for male and female compulsory or voluntary military service. 1 to 2 year service obligation, a requirement that completion of national service was mandatory before entering public or private sector employment, has been cancelled as of 2012. The top 10 imports of Sudan are machinery, nuclear reactors, boilers, and etc. 830,042. Cereals 663,042. Vehicles other than railway and tramway 531,768. Electrical and electronic equipment 423,426. Sugars and sugar confectionery 416,796.